Well, from political hacks to money quarterbacks, it seems that everyone's got an opinion on what happened with USA and Iran.
Oh, it's true!
But what about Hollywood?
What?
Doesn't their opinion matter?
No, no, no!
I'm Jazz Borganzo on this. No, Hollywood, your opinion doesn't matter. The Ayatollah looked around and he found out. Cry harder, Hollywood. But is what's next.
And here we go.
What's up, everyone? Jazz Borganzo, what's next? Your daily dose. Hope you guys are feeling good today on this Monday. And as always, a new day, a new week, and new bullshit. Well, there's a lot of bullshit flying around all over the place from one side of the island. From the other, hammers were being dropped. What am I talking about? Operation Epic Fury. The endeavor that the U.S. took against Iran because, you know what? Donald Trump was just tired. He was just tired of the negotiation, tired of the bullshit, and, and nothing came of it. So he said, yeah, you know what? Yeah, we're going to take care of business. And business they took care of. Yes, so much so that the Ayatollah Khomeini, yes, the supreme leader of Iran, has bitten the dust. Yes, he's more like buried 6 feet under at this point. But everyone's got an opinion about it. From political hacks to just normies to, Monday morning quarterbacking. Everyone's got an opinion, but I'm most interested in one group of people. Hollywood. Yes, Hollywood. Every other time when something happens, they open their mouth and they've got an opinion. Well, what about this? What doesn't the Hollywood opinion still matter today or ever? No, not really. We're going to mock it and mock it we shall. And here we go. This comes out of Breitbart. Hollywood celebrities whine after Trump strikes Iran to distract from Epstein and to do Benjamin Netanyahu's bidding. So, of course, it's all about the Jews, because it always is. Famous and not so famous entertainers are condemning President Trump's strike on Iran and seemingly have taken out Islamic Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khomeini. Many familiar characters reflecting calls to impeach Trump. Of course, the impeach the SOB. Author Stephen King wrote on social media. Under Article 1, Section 8 of the U.S. Constitution, only Congress has the power to declare war, as well as may raise and support armies, provide and maintain navy, fund and regulate the military, impeach the son of a bitch. Well, someone forgot to tell Stephen King that John Fetterman, senator out of Pennsylvania, went on Fox News and said, yes, we were informed of the situation that the U.S. was going to take up against Iran. The Gang of Eight were informed, and we allowed it. Madman in the White House impeached Trump, wrote actress Mia Farrow 8 minutes before sharing her Wordle puzzle results on Blue Sky, because of course, Blue Sky, yeah, where all the pedos hang out. Anyway, wannabe expat Rosie O'Donnell shared quotes from Trump's promising piece, writing a caption of the image, "He lies only and always impeach Trump." Another common theme in the responses focused on Epstein files released by the Department of Justice, which contain both lurid and uncorroborated accusations against Trump, of course, from non-credible witnesses. Again, there's nothing to corroborate Trump and Epstein other than they knew each other, and Trump called them out way, way, way back about a decade ago. So, yeah, there's that. And primary documents from Epstein's inner circle talking about how much they hate the populist president, from investigators confirming that Trump aided law enforcement in their 2006 investigation into globe-hopping sex trafficker. Yeah, in 2006, Trump called him out for what he was. Trash. Actor John Cusack dubbed the military strikes a wag the dog war to distract from Epstein and do Bibi Netanyahu's sick bidding. Comedian Kathy Griffin, does anybody care at this point with her? Really, seriously. She's still relevant? Stop. Shared a meme stating Trump's response to name being most cited in the Epstein files 38,000 times. Bomb Iran. The meme files clarified that most of these mentions are automated news alerts to Epstein's email inbox. Automated to Epstein's email inbox. They're not actually in the file. But then again, this is Hollywood. Who cares about facts? Producer, actor, and podcaster Tim Heidecker, who posted a video sarcastically declaring, it's good to be able to move on from any indication that the president is a pedo who raped underage girls and is not too distant past. What a clown. Actor Dietrich Bader of Office Space, he did Remember the time that there was a part in the file so indiscriminating, it was redacted? It appears that we went to, and we went to war. That's how. More messages focus on Trump's foreign policy goals aligning with Israel's. Quote, we are at war with Bibi because Bibi told Trump to crush him. Israel has long wanted to dominate Iran, Mia Farrow wrote. Make no mistake, this is about nukes. It's not about for America. Disney Marvel star Mark Ruffalo, yes, ass clown Mark Ruffalo himself, asserted that Trump went to send his Jewish son-in-law Jared Kushner to negotiate with Iran to make sure we went to war. Other reactions took a more generic anti-war and anti-Trump approach. 2.5 stars, men stars John Cryer, of course, he cried. But I was told that President Trump had obliterated Iran's nuclear program. What are they preventing? Dara Hanna, infinite bombing for peace. Ellen Barkin. Unfortunately, the regime change war is focused on the wrong regime. White Lotus star Carrie Coon. Department of War, they weren't kidding about that. CNN host Michael Ian Black. Really? He's still a host? And now surely they will greet us as liberators. Hang the mission accomplished banner, folks. Of course, for all these referencing, one Judge George W. Bush. David Bowie's son, Duncan Jones, director of Warcraft, suggests Trump is primarily interested in, quote, his cut of oil revenues from Iran. Bill and Ted star Alex Winter pointing his finger at fellow artist, a leftist. Anyone talking about the regime change, no matter how much they criticize his administration and process, is complicit in child murderer. And of course, it goes on and on and on. My thoughts. Cry, Hollywood, cry. That's all they do is cry. Cry and whine. Trump's this, Trump's that. Funny how when you had a dementia-riddled old man running the White House for 4 years, well, he really wasn't running the White House, along with an incompetent vice president in Kamala, silence. You didn't hear a peep out of them. They were the greatest things since sliced bread. Really? So when they abruptly pulled out of Afghanistan, 13 Marines died and Americans were left behind, and children, what have you, $85 billion worth of equipment were left behind. Not a peep. Not a peep on his incompetence in the withdrawal. Not a peep on the 13 Marines who were ended in Afghanistan. Gee, I wonder why that was. Of course, you didn't have one leftist media member chirp off about his incompetence during the 4 years. Foreign policy was a joke. Hyperinflation. Prices out of control. Was more worried about pronouns than actual job creation and stability here in the economy, and of course foreign policy, and of course the lovely, lovely borders of 15 million people flowing over the border to, of course, how many women were ended by these illegals, You gotta love the hypocrisy. You gotta love the selective memory these fucking knuckleheads have when it comes to how bad Trump is, how evil Orange Man Bad is, but yet a dementia-riddled old man for 4 years, not a peep. And with that being said, I'm Jazz Berganzo. This is What's Next. Want to see more like this, please leave a comment below. Like it, share, subscribe to it. Hit that notification bell so you guys never miss anything. Continue spreading the word about the show. Appreciate you guys watching as always. And one more for Hollywood. Yes, the Ayatollah is dead, so suck on it. And we'll see you next time. Peace.